Hello, folks. We have your lady. You might recognize her. She's been on my channel. I talk about her, and she is a lovely lady. And this is one Miss Reshanna Boswell, IFB Pro, Puerto Rico Pro winner, and four-time Olympia competitor. Hello, ma'am. How you doing? How you like coming down here in the South?
Feels good. Feels good. We're gonna get some meat pretty soon.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt you because you ladies, even greater women like to eat. You gotta eat. You gotta eat. So, like I said, this was a great event. I enjoyed myself and got to meet some people like you, and finally get to meet you in person. I mean, it's just, this is like I feel like a little girl in springtime. So, now that this is, you're going to do a photo session with our man, Glenn Young Sr. for his Amazon Fitness magazine. And, it's a great thing for women bodybuilders to have some kind of form of, media presence. I mean, it's just, the last few years, female bodybuilding has been getting kind of a punch. Recently we were talking that I did an interview with a lady by the name of Jamie Peenler. And she made some statements, and I know I sent it to some people like, most definitely I said to Tina. Tina was pissed off. She told me, you gotta go get it. You gotta go get it. And we talked about stuff. And the thing is about the sport that you started out in bikini figure, right?
I started out in
Figure, and then like anything, you did physique and you're a musician. And it's just like anything. It's like the purpose of any competitor. You go to the next level.
Exactly. I mean, it was a natural progression for me, figure to physique and to now bodybuilding. This is where I need to be. This is, I think, most suitable categories. I grew out of each category literally. So, I didn't want to downsize. I didn't see the point of that. I didn't want to stop lifting. So this was a natural progression. So, now I just get a little bit bigger and I'll be great. So.
Yeah, and you're heading to the Rising Phoenix and also the Olympia. As you know, Rising Phoenix was replacement after, as I like to quote, Batman Begins, as IFBB walked quiet behind female bodybuilding and stabbed in the heart. And and now that women's bodybuilding is back, it's a first stance is a great thing. And you've been there before as a physique competitor, and then you won your last two shows. And the second time you went was by points. And and that's the thing is, it's a lot of hard work, and you got to put in to get to this level.
Yeah, I did choose my first two shows. My first two Olympics. My first Olympics was a women's physique. First two Olympics I won on points, and then the last two Savannah and Puerto Rico straight wins and got qualified. So however you have to get to the Olympia, I say get there. I don't think never sit out in the Olympia whether you only have points or otherwise. However you get there, just stir things up once you get there. That's what I say. So.
Yeah, and the thing is that this year I think. It's going to be a good year, but right now people say, but it's not a lot of competitors. Puerto Rico, there was just you, Julia Furry, Erica Dunkova. Then there was the show in Brazil. There was only two ladies. Then Vancouver, you had Eva Montgomery, and then Toronto was like four women, and then we got the bigger shows coming up. I think Atlanta with Linda's going to be her another show. As it's replacements after she dropped Norfolk, and then you have Chicago. You're from Chicago, and and your last couple of times you competed in Atlanta. So now it's going to be in your home state. And at one point there was talk that you was going to Chicago, but now you got your qualification.
Yeah,
so
it's a smart move on our part. Initially, we had Puerto Rico, Atlanta, and Chicago on the map. And then after we won Puerto Rico, in the best interest of the athlete, after talking to my coach, he's like, no, there's no need for us to do any more shows. We're going to focus on Rising Phoenix and focus on the Olympia and bring our best package today. We've gotten all the judges' feedbacks. We know what little things we need to work on, and we have just enough time to get it done if we shut things down now and really focus. And I feel good. This is the earliest I've ever qualified for a show, so I am extremely focused on this prep.
You feel no pain, man. You feel no pain.
No, this is a good one. This will be a very memorable next two shows for me. So, and as far as the smaller shows, I think Chicago's going to be a big show. Atlanta's going to be a big show. And I don't really know. I feel like Puerto Rico was always on my map for this year. I think a lot of people there were a lot of injuries over the off season. I think that had a lot to do with people starting later in the year. And then people just not wanting to diet early. To be ready for shows early in the season, you have to diet early. So that means dieting through Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. You have to be on diet during those times to be ready for early season shows. And I think between injuries and then people just not, dieting early, no one was really ready.
Yeah.
So now we're getting to that part of the season where now, Chicago's coming in. That's always a big show. Tampa's going to be a big show. They always are. So I think those shows are going to be huge. So.
Yeah. With injuries, we all know that Hella Trevino, she Hella moved to Dubai just recently, and she had shoulder surgery was about March. I'm in contact with Hella.
Well, she had surgery too. too. So
Yeah.
so a lot of people ain't like so Chicago's like right on time for her, so she should be fine for that. But there were a lot of injuries just from talking to some of the other girls in the off season. So it's having that recovery time, and then you're just trying to calculate things. And really, I don't want anyone to get on stage. We, as women bodybuilders, we can't afford to get on stage and not look ready. We already get a bad rap for conditioning. So, if you're not ready, don't get on stage. But, we probably should, start dieting earlier so more people are ready.
Yeah.
But I just think it was just a slow start to the season for several different reasons.
And that's it. Sometimes it happens. You know what? Like I said, you had shoulder surgery some time ago, and also, with all the other injuries. I know we know a lady we know commonly, Miss Jada Beverly. She got sick during the season, and then she decided to take a step back because the fact was that she felt like I talked to her. She wanted to maybe make some adjustments, and that's the thing about this sport. If you're not on the best condition and the best shape, then sometimes it's a hit and miss sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You can't get rid of those pictures once they're taken. So if you're off, there's pictures out there to show that you're off. So maybe it might be best to sit out that show.
Yeah. And right now, look at her. She's not off. I mean, damn.
We're still doing check-ins, and I'm in a very loose prep right now for another 2 weeks before we actually start official prep for the Rising Phoenix. So I have about 2 more weeks to kind of. Yeah. But I'm still doing check-ins every week, just trying to keep everything clean. I'm just not super strict right now, so I have a little bit of downtime, especially with all the travel I'm doing right now. So the coach isn't letting up. We definitely have a point to prove this year. So stay tuned.
And like I said, this year's going to be pretty interesting. Like we're hella out. And then and I think somebody said that Margie might be her last year. That's why her and Andrea, you have to shoot for that crown. You got to go after. She's the top of the heap, and it's just how the process of it, how everything is. We got to work hard. You got to build to a certain level.
And it takes time to get there. And it takes time to get there, and that's where I feel like we're in a really, really good spot now. We've done several Olympiads. This is the one that we need to really make a statement. My coach has been pretty clear about that. He's like, we're going in, we're sending a message this year at these next 2 shows. So, we're shutting it down so that we can fully focus and be ready to go when the time is.
Yeah, like one of my movies, I like whole movies, that. And one movie I remember with Ronnie Popper said, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. I am out of bubblegum. So, like I said, it's great, for you ladies that you have these stages now. I think you added on at least 3 more shows since last year. Even though we lost to Linda, we got the Atlanta. And like I said, I'm planning on going to Savannah because, like I said, this will be a great opportunity for me to see a show in person. I'm, seeing a live stream and online, and to meet people like yourself, and people like Miss Claire here and Marianne, and and be in contact. And I consider you ladies my friends because you know what, y'all are just special people. And being that you're a mom, you got the 2 babies. How'd the babies?
The babies are awesome. We were in Puerto Rico, which was great. Nothing better than there. Going to the Olympia as well. So.
And your wife, she has to deal with like you talking about, she was eating chips.
Yeah, she deals with a lot. I mean, she meal preps though. I can't even. She meal preps every week without fail. So
And that's good to have somebody to support you like that. You got your family, you got your wife, you got your kids. People want to see you and see you succeed. And you know what? I like I said, generally like this. I want to be an advocate for you ladies. So the fact is, y'all need a recognition. Y'all need war workers. People always gonna like look at. Well, Reshanna's a beautiful woman. I mean, and people got to look past all the other stuff. Yes, she's in a sport where it's very masculine, but the fact is, she's an athlete, she's a mother, she's a businesswoman, she's a coach, she's a trainer, she's a wife. She's everything that everybody wants to be or should be. And I respect her for that. And like I said, it's just sitting here talking to her and just listen to her story and watching her and working with these people here. And it's just, to me, it's just, I mean. Yeah, it's a good time. So I'm not gonna hold you up too long because I know you're
photo shoots. We gotta get a meal in.
Yeah, you got a meal in. Yeah, they be calling you, man. They calling you, Dave. They calling you, Dave.
Between photo shoot and eating, so we gotta make sure we time this accordingly.
Yeah, because you don't want to look. You don't want to be like. You don't want like.
You like the app. You gotta keep the app in photos.
But like I said, I do appreciate you, Ty. I appreciate you. It's a great opportunity to meet you. I hope we get to see each other again. I mean, you came down here in my neck of the woods. See, it took me a while to find this place because I'm a country boy. I go by landmarks, like the tree and the barn from across there like that, But I found it, and it's great to be here and talk to you, all you people, you ladies who are up and comers, who are starters. I mean, you know what? Like I said, this is really something that people need to see about this sport. It's not just about pumping muscles, eating like this. It's about commitment and passion for the sport. And you women, you put as much work. It should be also. It should be fundamentally a little bit more profitable for you. But you understand that part, you know, and anything, you know, you should be anything. You should be like up there with Arnold, you know. But it's just a pleasure to meet you in person, to see you work, see what you do, and and we hope to see more in your future. I mean, for a muscle pro like me, this is just a lifetime to me, and a beautiful woman of melanin, just a beautiful. I did a video about Reshanna a while back. Her and Kim and Puerto, she loved that video. I mean, it was just you and Kim are just, I think, just two amazing women. And like I said, I'm a fan. And right now, I'm fanboy right here. And like I said again, I feel like a little girl in springtime. But I do appreciate your time. And hey, man, we're winding up. But yeah. But if anybody want to reach you or shout out to you, you have social media stuff like that.
Yeah, just hit me up on IG, Reshanna Boswell, IFBB Pro, right? It's just me. Give me a follow, post rest of this progress, the rest of the season. Yeah, give me a follow.
Well, I'd like to thank you very much, man.
Awesome.
And and it's just a pleasure talking to you. So I'm gonna let you go because this man's bullying me.
November and December will be you guys will see me on stage.
All right.
Special.
All right. Well, this is special right here. So thank you. Oh God, the bunch of person.